Good morning and happy Wednesday. We're halfway through the week, a perfect reminder that progress is happening. Even if it feels slower, every small step you take today is moving you closer to your goal. Don't give up now. Still focused. Stay grateful and keep pushing with purpose. Remember, success isn't always loud. Sometimes it's simply showing up, doing your best and refusing to quit. So take a deep breath, believe in yourself, and make this Wednesday count. Have a powerful and productive day today. A pleasant good morning. Welcome to the OK Morning Rush here on OKFM 99.5. It's 18 minutes past 7 o'clock. We're broadcasting to you from Lynch Street here in Central Monrovia. My name is Marka Davis, bringing you the OK Morning Rush this morning from now up till 10 o'clock. So thanks for joining wherever you are following us on this Armed Forces Day, February 11, 2026. So wherever you are joining us from, I'd love to say welcome and thanks for joining. Whether you are watching us by OKFM TV online or by radio from across the country, I'd love to say welcome. And if you are driving this morning, drive safely. Like I've always said, the best driver is the one that arrives safely. So yes, good morning to all of our wonderful listeners, our supporters and fans following us from across the country. This is the OK Morning Rush, and the name is Marka Davis, the son of the late Baptist deacon. Coming up shortly, we'll bring you the commercials right here on the OK Morning Rush. I'll bring you news from the region. And then we'll have some things to talk about. Latest happenings in the country. Throw a bit light on the Armed Forces Day celebration on today. And at 8 o'clock, we have guests here. We will be talking about education. And I actually invited a guest who is from Ghana, and he'll be here alongside the president of LICPA, Mr. Papin Daniels. Professor William Atulik is going to be here. He's from the Heritage Christian University. So yes, he'll be my guest up to 9 this morning. At 9 o'clock, we'll have a relay. Yes, let me get exactly what will be happening from 9 to 10 o'clock this morning on the OK Morning Rush. So we will have a relay broadcast here from 9 to 10 o'clock. We understand folks from the Central Bank of Liberia. So from 9 to 10, you'll be listening to folks from the Central Bank of Liberia, a relay broadcast here. So, but at 8 to 9, we'll have Professor William Atulik here alongside the president of the Liberian Institute of Certified Public Accountants, LICPA, Mr. Papin Daniels. So, yes, we'll be here. We'll talk about education. We'll talk about opportunities for Liberians to study and all of that. So, yes, this is what we will be doing here on the OK Morning Rush this morning. So, yes, in the meantime, let's go for the commercials. When we come back, we will do other things, including looking at regional news and then some of our major discussion points here this morning. So yes, let's go for the commercials. I become a vessel for my happiness.
Is your car sick? Is your car having engine problem, wheel alignment, or air conditioning problems? Then, here's your solution. Here's the medication for your car. Automeds Garage on Girdle Street, opposite the Old General Ministry, is the right clinic for all your cars. With our local and international professional mechanic, we get your car back in good shape. Automeds Garage. We have a multi-spray booth that leaves your car sparkling, or Car Care Center, CCC, that takes care of your car interior and exterior. We get your car the multi rims and doors handles. Let's just say we pimp your ride. Make your car look modern at Automats Garage on Girdle Street. We have a professional tire center that change your tire in no time. With our state-of-the-art diagnosing machine, we know exactly what's wrong with your car. No guessing. Our tow service is one of its kind. Tow your car for a reasonable amount if we won't fix your car. And for free if Automats will service your car. Our prices are unbeatable and our customer service is outstanding. So whatever your cars need, call Automats Garage on Girdle Street, opposite the Old Jenna Ministry on 0555-535-307 or 0777-884-077. Automats Garage. We care for your cars.
I become a person for my happiness. We are brave. We are passionate.
Hey, Tanu, I need cash and there is no ATM around here.
Really? Did you try the EcoBank POS?
POS? I said I need cash. What is it about POS?
Judy, you can get your cash through the POS. All you need to do is to visit any EcoBank Express point or petrol trade gas station and request to use the POS. Guess what? It can also take other bank cards.
Oh, widow, you mean cards from banks overseas too?
Yes, it should just be your Visa card.
Wow, great. So when there is no ATM around me, I'll just use the POS to get my money fast. EcoBank has made it too easy, man. EcoBank and innovation that will 5 and 6 so.
EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Your favorite RLJ Kendeja Resort and Villas is new and improved with top-notch first-class services guaranteed to make you feel pampered and special as our royal guests. Ideally located on the RI Highway, a few minutes drive from the rehab junction, right in front of the Atlantic Ocean, you are assured of a peaceful, serene atmosphere of a home away from home. The ingredients for our Liberian meals are freshly picked from our garden to give you that unforgettable taste of Liberian cuisine. Our villas are designed and equipped to ensure every night spent with us is a memorable one. We are well positioned to host conferences and seminars of all sizes, as well as outdoor events like garden weddings and parties. Book your upcoming events and leave the rest for us to handle with 100% satisfaction guarantee. You can reach us on 0770-533-415 or email us at reservations@kendejaresort.com.lr. Visit our website on www.rljkendejaresort.com.lr. RLJ Kendeja Resort and Villas, for memories worth repeating.
My people, hello. My name is Dr. Catherine Thomas Cooper. I'm the Chief Medical Officer of Liberia. I got good news for everyone. The government and the partners last year started to give malaria vaccine in 6 counties in Liberia in the southeast. We are now ready to carry the vaccine to the remaining 9 counties. My people, the malaria vaccine will be given to children from 5 months all the way up to 2 years. Our children will take the vaccine 4 different times to help reduce malaria from catching them fast and for them not to get sick with malaria. The vaccine is safe, available and free. No paying money for it. So let us carry our children to the clinic or the hospital for the malaria vaccine. When we carry our children to the clinic or hospital, the doctor people will tell you more about the malaria vaccine. My people, even when your children taking the malaria vaccine, we must always make sure that they sleep under the mosquito net everywhere and every night. Let us also remind you that when our children are taken to the clinic, we must make sure that we carry our baby vaccine card. Carry your 5-month-old children and your children less than 2 years old to the clinic or the hospital for malaria vaccine. The vaccine is safe, available, and free. No paying money. Oh, this is a message from the Ministry of Health and her partner.
And together we can have a healthy family and have a healthy life and be very happy. At home, let's follow the doctor's advice. This is the only way we can make it better for us in our family, in our country. Our health, our life is in our hands to make it better. Let's work together.
Good news to all travelers in and out of Liberia. ST Transport Service has introduced new fleets of buses in Liberia to take travelers from Monrovia directly to Ghana, Abidjan, Guinea, and Sierra Leone. We also do connection for our passengers to Lomé, Cotonou, and Lagos, as well as Bamako, Dakar, and Banjul. We also travel from Monrovia to Plebo Harbour, Maryland County. For more information, you can visit our red light office opposite Zone 9 Depot 1 Police Station or call us on 0775 908830, 0886 888 538, 0777 775501, and 0555 558801. What are you waiting for? Come and enjoy our fast, reliable, and comfort service. ST is here to serve you.
Of course, you can also do business with us here at OKFM 99.5. Thanks to our partners and those who are doing business with us here, so you can do the same. What's happening in the region in Zimbabwe? The cabinet has approved draft legislation that will allow President Emerson Mnangagwa, 83, to extend his stay in power until at least 2030. Presidents will be chosen by members of parliament rather than in a direct vote. Could serve a maximum of 2 7-year terms rather than the current 5-year terms under the proposals. Justice Minister Zayambi said public consultations will be held before the bill heads to Parliament for debate, where both chambers are dominated by the ruling ZANU-PF party. Legal challenges are likely as constitutional experts argue a referendum is needed if term limits are changed, and also point out that such amendments cannot benefit a sitting president. Mnangagwa, who first came to power in 2017 after a military coup ousted longtime leader Robert Mugabe, won a presidential election the next year and a second term in 2023, though the results were disputed. Known as the crocodile, because of his political conning, his final 5-year term is due to expire in 2028. In a referendum held 13 years ago, Zimbabweans overwhelmingly voted for a new constitution that introduced presidential term limits when Mugabe's grip on power seemed entrenched. He had ruled the country since independence in 1980. Hence, the Mnangagwa, who was once Mugabe's deputy until they fell out over the growing political ambition of the then First Lady, wanted to stay in power beyond 2028, started 2 years ago. The slogan 2030, he will still be the leader, began to be chanted at ZANU-PF rallies, with his supporters saying he needed to remain in office to complete his Agenda 2030 development program, though President Mnangagwa publicly rejected the idea. He has faced some fierce detractors within ZANU-PF, but his main critic, Blessed Giza, also known as Bombshell, died last week. This time last year, Giza, a respected veteran of the 1970s War of Independence and then member of ZANU PF's powerful Central Committee, had launched a scathing attack on Managagwa's ambition to stay in power. He apologized for helping him come into office and accused the president of nepotism in his bid to stay in office beyond 2028. ZANU PF expelled Giza from the party for disloyalty and he was forced into hiding. Yet, he continued to attract a large following on social media where he regularly posted videos calling for protest. Hours before his death, a message posted on his social media pages urged Zimbabweans to carry forward the noble war to remove President Mnangagwa and end the plunder of our country. He was in South Africa when his family announced his death on Friday. Yes, this is the story from the region. Yes, so that's there from Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe, yeah. Mnangagwa want to remain in power up to 2030. Some critics and opposition believe if that law must be passed, it should be done through national referendum where citizens will have their say in that decision. They believe it is a major national decision that require the input of all eligible citizens. Therefore, the citizens should be given an opportunity through a referendum to vote on that decision. Well, the bill, after consultation, will be heading to Parliament, and Parliament will make that determination. So that is what it is in Zimbabwe. Let's see who are those who have joined us on our live feed on OKFM TV this morning. Prince Tama Numa is following from Fender. Thanks for joining. We also have Johnny Coleman Senior following, also from he's there from the Office of Rescue Defenders on Center Street. Cash Monet Slobert is following. Says, good morning, Marka. I'm following you from Maryland County. Robertson Mumbo is following. He says, good morning, my good friend, following from GSA Road, Plainfield City, Liberia. Baba Akwewala is also following from Bonjama City in Lofa County. Thanks for joining us this morning. Morris Moses Mogai, as usual, from Jacobtown, has also joined us this morning. Armstrong Wabinda from Kakata City. Thanks for joining. Ama Ndebe is also following. Says, greetings. I'm following from a political capital of Electoral District number 15. Ama Ndebe is saying that this morning. Thanks for joining. You can also share the show and allow others to follow this morning. Emmanuel K. Ganawa is also joining us this morning on the OK Morning Rush right here on OKFM 99.5. You can also follow us. Let's have wonderful discussion this morning. Hanafi Jalo is also following. He said, I joined a conversation from an Old Road District 10 resident. Daniel Tante, as usual, says, good morning, Marka. Good morning, Daniel. It's great to have you joining us on the train this morning up to 10 o'clock. This is the OK Morning Rush, and we are here to serve you breakfast up to 10 o'clock here this morning. So, yes, you can share and also follow us online as we talk about issues concerning our country. So, it's wonderful. I can list all of you who are following, but recognize all of you this morning. Thanks for joining us. Let's have a wonderful time this morning on the show. So, yes, this is Liberia, and today is Armed Forces Day. I want to say congratulations to the men and women who are serving the country through the Armed Forces of Liberia. Special congratulations to the Ministry of National Defense that oversees the Armed Forces of Liberia. We also, yes, in a special way, want to congratulate our soldiers. It takes a lot for someone to make that decision. You know what it means to become an army person, right? To become a soldier, right? It means that you are, in a very simple way, placing your life on the line for your country. Okay, placing your life on the line in defense of your country, because when you are a soldier, your duty is to defend the country. And so if you choose as a person, say, well, I want to join the armed forces of Liberia, it means that I'm giving my life for the country. So those who are brave, patriotic enough to say, well, I am going to serve my country in the army, we want to say kudos to you, congratulations to you as you celebrate your D-Day on today. We wish you all the best. Have a wonderful, wonderful celebration. Ensure that ensure that you celebrate in grand style, celebrate responsibly, as a force, a member of a force for good, you know, and yes, so we wish all the best today, and it was a great decision to choose to serve your country in the army, you know. Do we have small history about this army? They said the morning. I'm reading this from yeah, no, I'm reading on Wikipedia. Yeah. Uh, Says the modern armed forces of Liberia grew out of the militia that was formed by the first black colonists from the United States. The militia was first formed when in August 1822 an attack was feared on Cape Mesurado near Monrovia, and the agent of the settlements directed the mobilization of all able-bodied males into militia and declared martial law. By 1846, the size of the militia had grown to 2 regiments. Following independence in 1847, the militia continued to serve as the country's defense force, following the motto of the United States Army. In 1900, Liberian men between the ages of 16 and 50 were considered liable for service in the militia. The militia also had a navy consisting of 2 small gunboats. In the 1850s, the Liberian president requested naval support from the British government to transport Liberian troops to the Galinas territory to punish Liberians there who persisted in slave trafficking. On February 6, 1908, the militia was established on a permanent basis on the 500 strong Liberian frontier force. The LFF original mission was to patrol the border in the hinterland against British and French territorial ambitions and to prevent disorders. The Liberia Frontier Force was initially placed under the command of British Major Marka Cardwell, who was quickly replaced under threat of arms after he complained the force was not being properly paid. In 1912, the United States established military ties with Liberia by sending some 5 black American officers to help reorganize the force. The Liberia Frontier Force in its early years was frequently recruited by inducing men from the interior forcibly. When dispatched to the interior to quell tribal unrest, units often live off the areas that they were pacifying as a form of communal punishment. The forces officers were drawn from either the coastal aristocracy or tribal elites. Yeah, so just a little gist of what how the armed forces started and where we are today. So today, the armed forces of Liberia is celebrating 69. Yes, as the armed forces of Liberia, building a force for good. Force for good is the motto. We also have the president, who is the commander in chief of the armed forces of Liberia, the head of the Ministry of National Defense as minister, retired Brigadier General Geraldine George. The chief of staff, as you are aware, is Major General Davidson Follett, and all of the other people who are leading the defense ministry and the armed forces of Liberia. Congratulations to all of you today as you celebrate 69th Armed Forces Day. Celebrate installed in with responsibility, with call to duty, and we must, as people, celebrate members of the armed forces today. So we want to, in a special way, say congratulations to all of you who are part of the armed forces of Liberia. Of Liberia. Yeah, so that's that. And the Liberian Senate, we understand they have reached an agreement that beginning next section, they will start to wear locally made Liberian clothes on I heard on Thursdays. So our Senate reporter Yanti Toba is reporting that members of the Liberian Senate have agreed to wear traditional country attire every Thursday during legislative sections as part of efforts to promote locally made products. Senate Pro Tem Yumble Kanga Lawrence disclosed the decision on Tuesday following a consultative meeting among senators. She said the initiative is intended to encourage national pride and support Liberian designers and artisans by showcasing indigenous fabrics and styles within the legislature. Senator Lawrence noted that the move aligns with broader government efforts to boost domestic production and strengthen the local economy. The weekly display of traditional attire is expected to begin during upcoming Senate sections. Yanti Toba is reporting that, and so members of the Liberian Senate will now start wearing what we call the Liberian country clothes. It used to dominantly be made in Lofa, and I think that's the origin. And so I think this is good. Like the senator or the pro tem said, it will promote, Liberian designers. It will also show out there. This is originally what Liberians produce for themselves, as clothes to wear. And then maybe, as you're already aware, there are a lot of other people who have taken to that style, Liberians wearing, locally made clothes and all of that. So at least the Senate is doing that. Maybe the House of Representatives will start to think about that. I'm not saying they should, but if the Senate is doing it in a way to promote Liberian own, style, Liberian designers, support the economy by that means, I think it will be good. So yes, that's what it is. Let's see. At the Liberian embassy, recently there was a story from the Liberian embassy in France where Dr. Tiko Toze Yole is the ambassador. We understand he submitted a letter of credence to the the president Nikos of Cyprus. So the story from there said the University of Cyprus welcomed the ambassador of the Republic of Liberia to Cyprus, His Excellency Tiko T. Yole, for a high-level meeting with the rector, Professor Tassos Christophides, to discuss prospects for academic cooperation and student mobility between the two countries. The meeting took place at the rector's office in the University House Anastasios G. Levantis in Aglanzia, Nicosia, following the presentation of his letters of credence to the President of the Republic of Cyprus. Ambassador Yole initiated discussions on establishing institutional partnerships between the University of Cyprus and higher education institutions in Liberia. The talks focus on academic exchange, learning opportunities, and structured pathways that will enable qualified Liberian students to pursue higher education in Cyprus. Professor Christophides welcomed the initiative and reaffirmed the university's commitment to strengthening international collaboration and broadening access to quality higher education. He noted the possibility of admitting students from Africa, particularly from Liberia, into undergraduate and postgraduate programs. The ambassador also proposed the development of a memorandum of understanding between the University of Cyprus and the University of Liberia, as well as other Liberian universities. In this context, Professor Christophes referred to the university's existing international partnerships, including collaborations with the University of Cairo, Alexandria University, and universities in South Africa and Tanzania. Ambassador Yole requested the prompt preparation of a draft MOU. Miss Elena, the other name heavy. The director of the International Relations Service undertook to provide a draft agreement together with a presentation outlining the university's academic programs and opportunities. Professor Christophe stated the University of Cyprus values international partnerships that promote academic excellence, cultural exchange, and opportunities for students. We look forward to exploring areas of cooperation of mutual interest. The meeting followed preliminary engagement with the university's international relations office and represents an initial step towards strengthening educational ties between Cyprus and Liberia. The ambassador was accompanied by Aaron T. Guanu, first secretary and consul at the embassy of Liberia. This is what it is. But let me see if we can just briefly speak with the ambassador. Yes, he's right here. You know, when I saw the story about presenting his letter of credence to the president of Cyprus, I was, oh, how this thing, where did Rabbi Mendy is standing? So yes, that's it. Good morning.
Good morning, Marka, and good morning to all of our people who are on our tune of voice this morning.
Yes, so we just thought to take at least a couple of minutes from our time to speak with the ambassador, Liberia's ambassador to France, signed in Paris. So, how is the Liberian mission on that side?
The Liberian mission here is doing its best, honor the able, far-sighted, results-based and results-oriented leadership of Her Excellency Madam Sarah Beslo Nyanti. We have been mandated to be able to aggressively move to be and reposition foreign service. And so on the basis of that, we are proceeding very gingerly to ensure that we operate within the parameters and limits of that mandate, under the leadership of the foreign policy architect, His Excellency President Joseph Newman Boakai Sr.
Great. It's good to hear from you this morning. There's news where we saw you presenting letters of credence to the president of Cyprus. You want to say a little bit where your responsibility, extends?
Anyways, yes, that is my third letter of credence I've presented. The first one was presented to the president of France. The second one was presented to the president of Portugal. The third one was presented on Monday to the president of Cyprus. And the fourth one will be to the prince of the Principality of Monaco next month. Succinctly, please, our mission is accredited to France, but with multiple accreditations to 6 other European countries, namely Cyprus, Greece, Portugal, Monaco, Switzerland, and Spain. Come to you as a surprise when we start to move from one country to another, and in meeting the presidents, conveying the message of the president of Liberia and the government and people of Liberia, as well as presenting our letters of credence.
Okay, so
the king, and in Monaco will be the prince, and in the other country will be president.
Okay. That's fair enough for public education. That's great because normally a lot of people just think your assignment is in France. So that is good. Now we know where your responsibilities extend. That is great. But I was just reading a dispatch from Cyprus or from the embassy in France, in Paris, where there was some engagement with the Cyprus University talking about seeking opportunity for student exchange with other higher institutions of learning in Liberia. You want to say a bit about that initiative?
Yes, part of our responsibility as ambassador is not just to wear the ambassadorial title, but to be able to scout and or explore opportunities that can be brought back home. And so the Paris mission under our leadership has made it a duty to be able to reach out to various institutions to be able to engage. And so having come to Cyprus, we decided to present our letters of credence, but not just to go back. And the Cyprus Chamber of Commerce, with the sole intent of trying to woo Cyprus businesses to see Liberia as a direction of their investments. And having done that, we met with the rector of the University of Cyprus. Out of the two meetings, we agreed that the Chambers of Commerce of Cyprus memorandum of understanding that should be entered between the Chambers of Commerce of Liberia and of Cyprus to be able to put within a framework of how they can be able to cooperate. And after that, there will be reciprocal business delegates from Liberia to Cyprus and from Cyprus to Liberia, where business-to-business engagement will be done, and then partnerships can be established, businesses in Liberia can be expanded, Cyprus resources can be invested and protected, and then jobs can be created in our motherland. On the side of the meeting with the university, we had engaged the University of Cyprus, and thankfully the rector and the head for the International Relations Service have agreed with us that there is a need to establish partnerships with a University of Liberia and several other universities so as to be able to allow learning opportunities that Liberian students can benefit from. And it will be done within the framework of another memorandum of understanding. And so once the memorandum of understanding that we agreed upon is drafted, we will have to send it to Monrovia, and then Monrovia will have to make its input and conclude, revert to us, they will revert to the university. Our role here is to play the midfielder role, to get the ball from Monrovia signed, and then get the opportunities from the various countries to which we are assigned or accredited, and pass the ball back to Monrovia and work with Monrovia to consummate the process in the supreme interest of our country. This afternoon, in fact, this at 11 a.m., I will be meeting the Director for Africa at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and then tomorrow I'll be meeting the third highest ranking person at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to be able to discuss possibilities. And our expectation is that out of our engagement today and tomorrow, another 4 memorandums of understanding can emerge as drafts that we can circulate to, or we can send back home to our minister, and it can be concluded upon. One of the things we want to emphasize is the issue of reciprocal acceptance and recognition of our various academic qualification papers.
Okay.
And something that borders along youth and youth development and capacity development. So we'll be doing those engagements. Additionally, on tomorrow again, I'm meeting with the Minister of Youth. I'm a Minister of Health of Cyprus. The intent is to be able to engage with the Ministry of Health here, encourage the Ministry of Health to invest meaningfully in the health sector of Liberia, with emphasis on service delivery in the rural area. We are very happy that our Ministry of Health is also very, very welcoming, robust, up to the minute. Once we engage with them, they can be able to revert to you very expeditiously, and other ministries are similarly doing. And so, yes, we are in Cyprus, and we'll be engaging until Friday, and we'll return to base to Paris, and then prepare to go to Monaco next month, where we will present our letters of credence to Prince Albert in the Principality of Monaco, and then subsequently engage. One of the reasons for which these engagements are done is to be able to talk to, engage, convince businesses, so as to be able to see Liberia as their destination. And the reason is simple. Our government espouses, uses and operationalizes economic diplomacy. And on economic diplomacy, our emphasis is on attracting economic opportunities that exist in the areas to which we are assigned and or accredited, and find way to direct them to Liberia. And I'll hasten to let you know that those of us who are ambassadors assigned to Europe, working under the leadership of our Minister, Her Excellency Sarah Beslo Nyanti, and working with the European Union, will be having what we call the Liberia EU Business Summit that should be kicking off on the 24th of February and ending on the 26th of February with a diaspora engagement. I'm a co-chair to that committee. The ambassador in Brussels, Ambassador Joseph Dima, is the co-chair. The chairman is Deputy Minister Dr. Ibrahim Nye. And so we are working on that. So our focus has squarely been on working here to be able to ensure that we scout and end all opportunities that exist within Europe or within our areas of assignment, and direct them to the motherland so that those opportunities can concretely manifest themselves into investment in agriculture, investment in electricity, investment in tourism, investment in the economy, investment in the infrastructure, investment in futurists, and all other areas of importance to our motherland's growth and development.
Okay. Well, Ambassador, we are out of time, but thank you so much for at least briefing us on some of your activities in Europe.
Yeah, that's what happens when you think the ambassador covers a country but covers 6 countries and other responsibilities.
Exactly.
You are welcome.
Exactly. But thank you for picking my call.
You are welcome. You are welcome.
Okay, Ambassador Tiko Yole there, who represents Liberia in France and other European countries there, speaking with us right here on the OK Money Rush. I think it was great. Yeah. These engagements are very important. People will have to, this, economic diplomacy stuff that he just mentioned. I think it is the new way to go, because where you showcase the potential of your country out there for business, how your country, the business climate in your country, what it looks like for people to invest. And you do these things to be able to attract, businesses to the country that will, provide jobs, provide other, benefits to the country and the people. So I think it is important. We're hoping that some other day we'll have the time to maybe have a whole segment that we can speak with the ambassador here to be able to provide further information. But I think his engagement in Cyprus, as he mentioned, is important. Meeting with the Chamber of Commerce in Cyprus, also meeting with authorities of the University of Cyprus, seeking student exchange opportunities and other means, and also trying to engage with or to have engagements between the Chamber of Commerce of Cyprus and that of the Liberia Chamber of Commerce, to see find business opportunities, investment opportunities, and all of that. I think it is very important. So let me just take 2 calls quickly as we usher in our guest. Like I mentioned, we have Professor William Atwilik. He just got in country from Ghana. We'll be talking about education, the same opportunity for Liberians to advance in education. We'll be talking about that here. He's here alongside the president of the Liberian Institute of Certified Public Accountants, LICPA, Papin Daniels. So yes, I will just take at least 2 calls quickly. 2 calls: 0777 995, 0777 995. Just 2 calls quickly. What is the restricted call? Okay, let me see. Good morning. Okay, I don't know what is restricted call. Let me stop that. Yes, so just quickly, I will take the 2 calls and then I will join my guest. 0777 700 995 is the number if you want to say something quickly. Yes, but if we cannot get that call immediately, we'll just go to our guest because it's a minute past 8 already. So yes, keep following. Let me see this. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Morning. Oh, what is? All right. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. So we will just go to our guest. Okay, so yes, this is the OK Morning Rush on OKFM 99.5. The name is Marka Davis. This should be my second interview with Professor William Twilik. I remember we did one before. Yeah, I think we did one before, but not yet. Yes. So we have the privilege of having him here again. This is someone I don't know, but Prof. Twilik has been doing a lot in Liberia, especially in professional development with the LICPA and other institutions. But he continues to come back to Liberia. So I think it's a good thing for us. So let's cross over to them now and say good morning. It's great again to have you, Professor Tulik and Mr. Daniels. Good morning.
Good morning.
So you have to move closer to the mic, please. Yes, good. Yes, how are you?
We are doing great. How are you too?
Yes, I'm fine.
And we are happy to be here.
Exactly. Okay.
Yeah, it's always good seeing you, my friend Mikai. So thank you for according us the opportunity to be here. So we are happy to be here this morning. Thank you.
Chief, how is back home and you're back in Liberia? How do you feel being here again?
Oh, I'm very happy. Liberia is a second home. And so when I'm here, I'm home. And back home is good. Everything is going smoothly. And I'm very happy to be back in Liberia.
Let's just throw a little light on, some of the things you do in Liberia when you come. And, like I was saying earlier, you've been working with other professional organizations in Liberia, especially when it comes to, professional development and all of that. Just share a little bit of, what you do in Liberia. How do you feel about, what you do here?
Thank you very much. I'm very passionate about, capacity of young people. Mm-hmm. And so in Liberia, I have been very heavily invested in supporting the development of young professionals, particularly in the area of accounting, finance, and taxation. And so most of the time in Liberia, I provide support in capacity building.
Okay.
Back home, I run a university. It's called Heritage Christian University.
Okay.
And I'm still connected with professional development, capacity development, building the young brains of our continent so they can take over and serve us well.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Okay. So the LICPA president, Mr. Do you want to just state maybe your encounter with Professor Twilik and some of the things you've been doing together? Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Mark. Professor Tulik and I, we've come back. We've come from a long way back. Some years back, I think in 2010, I encountered him when I joined the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning.
Okay.
But then he was a consultant working here with the government of Liberia in the area of PFM, Public Financial Management. So we were trying to kind of, formalize our reporting system here. Okay. The IPSAS cash basis. So he was hired as a consultant by the African Development Bank to help in that direction. And so he has done a lot of training for young accountants across government, across marks. And fortunately for me, when I was recruited by the PFMU, I was the accountant for the project that was funding that entire, program. So
Okay.
that was how I came across him. And since then, we've been working. Apart from that, he encouraged me to enroll into the program, the professional, program. I enrolled, and he served as my mentor as well. And today, I'm a qualified accountant.
Okay.
And so our friendship has yielded so much, benefit and results. And there are a number of us in this country that he has trained, and some of them are well seated, well positioned. Some are working with the World Bank, some are working with in the Internal Audit Agency and other places. Home through his mentorship they've all qualified, as certified public accountant in this country. And through that means, I think I've sent it to the leadership of the institute. So the institute have had some partnership with his university, and so the program that he's going to talk about more here today is we kind of coordinate, the institute coordinate the activity of student enrollment and exam administration here. So that's why we are here to discuss.
Okay, that is good. So before we discuss that, I just want to hear from Prof. Twilik, people that you've mentored, people that you work with, their level in the profession today. I mean, how do you feel?
I feel very happy, very, very happy. I mean, to see the people that you interact with and you try to encourage to develop their capacity, move up, and take very important roles in the economy to support people live better lives is very encouraging. And I'm happy when I see those people.
Give us the motivating factor first behind establishing Heritage Christian University.
Thank you very much. The motivation, again, is to shape the minds and the character of young people to make meaningful contributions in society.
Okay.
Now, we discovered that we see education all over the place where people provide, learning. Much of the learning sometimes is not practical, it's memorization. Some of the time, even when it is, quality learning, it doesn't embed good character, matters of integrity. So the motivation was to provide an educational system that cultivates good values, conviction, character, creativity, compassion, community, good values into the young minds, coupled with practical hands-on learning in whatever fields that we want to train them, ultimately so they can serve society better. God has created humanity, to serve and to make life comfortable for ourselves. But to be able to do that, you need to have mastery and proper understanding of the affairs of the world.
Okay.
And the motivation behind Heritage Christian University is to provide education that helps to do that. We want people to have a clear understanding of how things work in the various disciplines that we deliver, and to imbibe good values, the values of conviction, the values of good character, the values of creativity, the values of having empathy and compassion, and to live in a world where we are all brothers, sisters, friends, and taking care of each other and being each other's keeper. So that's the motivation. And so everything that we do is undergirded under these values.
That is good. So just before you could come on air, I was speaking with our ambassador in France, and he was talking about, opening up opportunity in, linking students from Liberia with other universities and higher institutions of learning in other countries. So it brings me back to heritage. So let's talk about what are opportunities for Liberians to also enroll or study at Heritage.
There are a lot of opportunities.
Okay.
First of all, for our undergraduate programs, we already have a number of Liberian students studying at Heritage, both at the undergraduate and graduate level.
Okay.
And the education level is high quality, top-notch, high quality, global standards.
Okay.
The facilities are very welcoming, and the ambience for learning is excellent. But the icing on the cake is embedding values and hands-on practical learning. So first opportunity is Liberian students could come over to to Heritage Christian University in Accra, Ghana,
Okay.
and study, particularly the undergraduate.
All right.
And the subject areas are numerous: nursing, midwifery, accounting, finance, taxation, supply chain, IT, computer science, cybersecurity, information security,
Okay.
communication studies, journalism, media, multimedia technology. There are several programs for the undergraduate.
Okay.
And there are hostels on campus to, help them, stay and study. But for the graduate programs, the master's level programs,
Yeah.
we have opportunity for Liberian professionals, the working class, to enroll and study virtually.
Okay.
Okay, because we have a hybrid system of learning where the students don't have to come to Accra.
Okay.
They, at the comfort of their offices or their home, they can join. You just have to have data and the internet.
Okay.
And whilst the professors are teaching students in Accra in person, you can join the class virtually. And you will have the opportunity of seeing your other colleagues in the classroom
Okay.
and hearing the professor and participating as though you were in person. And then, like Mr. Daniels said, we have an MOU with LICPA.
Okay.
They administer the exams on our behalf. So we send the questions to them. You take the exams. They will send it back, and then we'll correct it or grade it, and then we'll publish your result. So you can study virtually whilst you are in Liberia,
Okay.
or you can come over to Accra and then do it. And the graduate programs also are many. We have about
Yeah, so I was just about to ask,
Yeah.
what are the programs for the graduate studies?
Yeah, we have a number. We have about 11 graduate programs. We have a master of science. Most all of them are MA or MSc.
Okay.
In accounting and finance, in accounting and taxation, in human resource management, in organizational development and consulting. We just developed 2 flagship programs which I'm very, very delighted about: MSc Public Financial Management and MSc Public Sector Management. In fact, these are extremely good for people working in the public sector, and we develop them for that purpose.
Okay.
But we also have business intelligence and data analytics for people working in the banks.
Okay.
And people handling complex data. We have cyber security and systems engineering, and then we have a master of Christian studies for people who are thinking of theology and in the Christian ministry.
Okay.
We also have programs in so I think I've mentioned most of the programs. We have corporate governance and leadership.
Okay.
And organizational consulting and development for people who want to be consultants and organizational development practitioners. So vast programs. The good thing about, particularly for those who want to become chartered accountant, chartered tax practitioners, and chartered human resource managers, our program in accounting, finance, accounting, tax, and human resource management provides a fast-track route to become a chartered accountant.
Okay.
So you receive exemptions from these professional bodies once you take these programs, because we have an MOU with those professional bodies, and we align the program that is theoretically robust, but also professionally aligned to those professional programs. So once you're done with the master's program, you get several exemptions, and then you can qualify, sooner.
So before we talk about how people can take advantage of these opportunities, we firstly want to know, I remember we had media engagements before. What feedback in terms of Liberians taking advantage of these programs that you mentioned, whether in the graduate area or undergraduate?
Oh, excellent feedback.
Okay.
And many of the students who have enrolled will give you very positive feedback. We graduated 21 Liberian students for the master's program last December.
Wow.
And it was very excellent. So we have about 21 people graduating. A number of them already, making very significant progress towards becoming chartered accountants. And so the feedback is excellent. It's very positive. And we have a lot of Liberian students in Accra right now as I speak, in the undergraduate program, at different levels. So the feedback has been excellent. And I can see that most of them are very excited and they can tell the difference. They can tell the quality in the level of education that Heritage is providing. And we are very happy and excited about it.
Okay, now you are back in Liberia. There are people who are listening, will have interest. So some of the questions will be, well, how can I then become a part of the Heritage family, whether for the undergraduate programs, whether for the graduate programs?
Yeah, so maybe before I even attend to that one, Papin, mentioned the president of LICPA, he had the opportunity to take some of the graduate programs. He may want to, just share his own experience.
Yes. So, Mr. President, what was it like?
Well, I think the process of enrollment is pretty much easy and straightforward.
Okay.
And like I said, LRCPA has an MOU with the institute. So if you want to enroll, you just get to the LRCPA, and then we'll give you the requirements. And then you can submit that through us and send it to the institute. That's easy. That's one way. And then another path is you can contact the institute directly, but we encourage students from here to pass through the LRCP because we administer the exam just to support the MOU.
Okay.
And like you said, I also enrolled there. I did accounting and taxation.
Okay.
And I'm done. So I'm going to go for the PFM program, public financial management. So that's what I intend to pursue now. Learning can never end once you stay alive.
Yeah.
So people see me, they say, well, when we see you with Professor Dada Tuleke, you are following him because every time, the next day you are learning. I say, yeah, I look up to him. So when I see him moving, I move, I follow suit. Okay. So I just want to, as much as possible, encourage my brothers and sisters from Liberia.
Okay.
That this is a perfect opportunity. If I had this opportunity before, I wouldn't have gone through the rigidity, the process of qualifying. Like, we have the right from level 1, level 2, level 3. But in this case, when you enroll here, you get like using a stone to kill two birds. Okay. You enroll into the program, especially when you want to qualify quickly and you're an accounting student, you are exempted from 9 papers. To tell you the truth, if you were to write the 9 papers, it would take more than 4-5 years to write them.
Okay.
Yes, it's not easy. One people are looking frustrate you, and those who know the story I'm talking about, who hearing me now, they know where it is because I have been there before. Yeah. So you are exempted from 9 papers, and you just get 5 papers left. So by the time you finish the program and you are able to apply yourself, you graduate with MSc in accounting and taxation or accounting and finance, and then you are chartered accountant. And once you qualify, the doors open for you. You start to move out in a particular field. So it is something that you have to rush and take advantage of. And so, yeah, the process is pretty much straightforward and simple.
Yeah. Okay. So just to add to that, so like the process that he spoke about, we encourage all students in Liberia to go to the LICP, the Liberian Institute of Certified Public Accountants, and they will be supported and assisted. But if you want to get more information about our programs, you can go to our website, which is Heritage Christian University, hcu.edu.gh. Once you go there, you will see the process for admission. You can apply virtually through that process. And there are a lot of telephone numbers. You can call WhatsApp, which you can get support. But we encourage Liberian students to go through the LICPA, where we can give them practical support to solve whatever issues that they may have. But beyond the benefit of professionalization, which is very heavy in our minds, we are very intentional about character building,
Okay.
about building values. It's one of the essence for which we came into existence. If you have excellent knowledge in IT or business or media, and you are corrupt, you don't have good values, your excellence doesn't mean anything to society. So whilst we are building excellence in knowledge and building practical skills, we are deliberate to help people shape their character so we can be useful to society as a positive agents for change. So if you are interested in education, that not only gives you skills, that not only helps you to become a professional alongside, but also to become a good human being, empathizing with others and providing quality service with character. Heritage Christian University stands tall, and the quality of education is very high. It meets global standards. And the Liberian student who visited our campus and who came around to see our facilities will attest to this fact.
Yeah, so I just wrote Heritage Christian University, and immediately I'm seeing almost all of the information here. Heritage Christian University, educating compassionate entrepreneur leaders.
Excellent.
Yes, this is what I saw. And I'm seeing Dr. Samuel Tomasi Ankra.
He's our president.
As president.
Yes.
Yes, that's great. Okay, so others, like we've talked about heritage before. So other people who are following, they want to know. You can go to LICPA to start the process of enrollment through there. But they may want to know further information about what it takes to be a student of heritage. In terms of maybe can I really want to write a course of studying at heritage? So these are some of the questions they are seeking answers to.
Yes. So like when we started, I told you the fact that Liberia is second home. So I have a special interest.
And I know you always, the last time we had an interview, you always say Liberian students will always be treated,
Oh, yes. And that is what I'm coming to. So we put a special package for Liberian students.
Okay.
So for the our master's programs for international students, it's depend upon the program, but it's on the average of 6,000 United States dollars.
Okay.
And for Liberian students, I overwrote 1/3 of the course, 2,000 off, and brought it to 4,000. And this is my own way of providing support for my brothers and sisters in Liberia, so it can be affordable, and we can make the payment process a bit flexible. That's for the graduate program, the master's program. For the undergraduate programs, the cost also has been very significantly written down to an average of about, depending again on the program that you are doing. If you're doing nursing, the cost is different. If you're doing business, if you're doing IT, so each of them the cost is different, but it's on the average about 1,002. Having been written down significantly from in excess of 3,000 US dollars. So and we have on a case-by-case basis opportunities for scholarship, and that is not automatic. It's based on your need. It's based on the availability of funding. There are different scholarships that are available, but we are open to provide an additional tuition discount of 10% for any organization where we have students of 5 or more joining. And so if, say, for example, you take this institution and you have 5 students or more joining, we will give each of the students a discount of an additional 10% off, the fee. So this we think is our own way of providing support to the people of Liberia.
So, in a simple term, maybe for example, the Ministry of Finance want to advance some of their staff, like they enroll about maybe 5-10 students. They will want to develop that capacity, then they will benefit that discount.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, if you're just joining us, you're listening to the OK Morning Rush here on OKFM 99.5. We're here in Central Monrovia. This morning, our guests are Professor Dr. William Atwili from the Heritage Christian University, and also the president of the Liberian Institute of Certified Public Accountants, Mr. Poppin Daniels. They're here this morning. We're talking about education, but we're talking about also Heritage Christian University and what opportunities are open for Liberians to also study there. So, can you make some emphasis when it comes to maybe scholarship opportunity? What is it like?
Yes. So, in terms of scholarship, as I said, we have an endowment fund.
Okay.
Where and we have a scholarship committee. You have to apply.
Okay.
Once you're a student, particularly for the undergraduate students, they are more vulnerable. They are not working, and so they have need for support than the graduate students, most of who are working. And so you apply, and there are different categories based on your need, based on your performance, excellent performance. Subject to the availability of funds in any particular year in the portfolio of the scholarship, then the scholarship committee looks at all the applicants and gives to those who are more deserving. So it may not reach everybody, but already we've discounted the fee, particularly for the undergraduate program, more than 60% off.
Yeah.
This is a Christian university. We do not exist to make profit.
Okay.
Our interest is to build the capacity of the young minds of Africa, so they can serve better, so African people can live a better life. And so, having written the fee down significantly, that itself is scholarship. But again, we know that there are still some people who will struggle to pay. So you make you need to receive admission letter first. So now that you are a student, then you apply to the scholarship committee.
Okay.
And so depending upon how many people will apply and how much is in the portfolio, and then the money can be distributed. Somebody can get full scholarship. Another person can get scholarship for half of the tuition.
Okay.
So it all depends on what is available. You put in your application, and then they look at it on a case-by-case basis.
So,
yeah, so I just wanted to come in on our scholarship stuff because, from the level of the LRCPA, we had 3 of our students, of our staffs, let's say, enrolled into the program.
Okay.
And when the president of the university came here to sign the MOU, they were very generous enough, all the way, even with the fees, the lower fees that they gave us for Liberian students to pay $4,000. The LRCPA staff were given 50% scholarship. That is to say,
but when you buy a LRCPA, you can really enjoy.
that is to say, instead of you paying $4,000, you pay $2,000. So 3 of our staff graduated last year, including the executive director.
Congratulations
So
to LRCPA.
that is some of the enormous benefit that we are, getting as an institute from the Heritage University. That's why we value this partnership so highly. I just wanted to say that for the public.
Well, Prof, let's look back at some of the big achievements you can point to since the establishment of Heritage.
We are 10 years.
Okay.
Very short period of time. But we are very, very, happy with what we have done so far.
Okay.
One of the things that we are very, very happy about is our emphasis on entrepreneurship.
Okay.
Especially for our undergraduate students. Whilst you are in school, we encourage you, we provide entrepreneurial support. So it doesn't matter what you come to study at Heritage. Whether you are studying business, nursing, IT, media work, market, whatever that you are studying, we get you to go through training for entrepreneurship. that is to set up your own business. Because we've discovered that the African problem is one of entrepreneurship.
Okay.
People do not have to wait for government or other institutions to employ them. People should wake up and work. And we teach you how to do that practically. So we don't only give you the skill and the support, we provide grants every year.
Okay.
So through a competitive process, all students of Heritage, you pitch your ideas. And then we go through a competitive process to select the 3 best.
Okay.
And we often disburse the equivalent of about 20,000 United States dollars among the groups.
Okay.
So the first usually will get about 10,000. The second will get about 6,000, and the third will get about 4,000 to invest into your business. And these are student businesses.
Okay.
So no matter how small it is, then we give you the determination, the character of raising it up to make it big. We have in excess of about 25 student-led businesses going on in Accra, and we are very excited about that.
Okay.
And these 25 student-led businesses they are facing the reality of business. Some are doing well, some are struggling, but we are hoping that we will expand this and give many more students the opportunity to start their own business. So that's something we don't take lightly.
Okay.
The second thing we don't take lightly is the people that we use to deliver our programs. We are very excited about the people we have assembled to become, the teachers of the various programs. We call them scholar practitioners. And we have supported and trained most of them to have their PhDs.
Okay.
So most of them are doctors. In fact, over 95% of faculty are PhDs.
Okay.
And then, particularly for the graduate programs, we have practitioners. So we have 3 people teaching a single course.
Okay.
One of the 3 people must necessarily be one of the top-notch practitioners in the field.
Okay.
So we have people in our former auditor general, controllers, practitioners, people who are experts. When you are looking for in Ghana, you have top-notch. We have most, and I am very proud of the people we have assembled to deliver. If you take the PFM for example, the head of budget teaches budget. The head of revenue teaches revenue management. The auditor, there's somebody top at the auditor general teaches auditing. So these are people who know how the systems work. So they're providing hands-on practical stuff, and we are very proud of that. Okay. Apart from that, our facilities, we are proud of the facilities that we have put together in 10 years. In fact, you can see samples of our facilities on the website.
Yeah.
Some people came over and say, well, we thought that your website is just some pictures drawn up, but what you see on the website is exactly what you see when you visit the campus. Serene, facilities, ready for learning. And in 10 years to put up those facilities which make learning very easy and convenient, we are very happy about that.
So Mika, let me just jump in quickly. Professor Doctor actually I would want to leave himself out, but he's one of the lecturers at the PFM program, and
Okay.
he's an authority in that area. He don't want to call his name, but I'll call his name so that everybody can hear. You having him in the program, that tells you how very intensive and quality level the program will be, because when it comes to PFM in the region, he's one of the authority, and having the experience with him from Liberia, other countries he's going to work with the World Bank, the African Development Bank, trying to help countries with the PFM system. He doesn't really come with the theory, but the practical hands-on experience as well. That is why I'm excited to also join this program.
Okay.
I don't want to say that.
Yes, that's good.
And it is the same. By the way, it's the same for all the other programs.
Okay.
We have assembled top-notch, the people that we have. I am very proud of the people we have been able to assemble.
That's great.
Yeah.
So I want to ask a general question. taking from your previous comments concerning, encouraging students to do business. Generally, uh, especially in many African countries, we just believe we go to school. When we finish school, we wait for either government to provide us job, or we look for private sector job. If we don't have, we'll be sitting and be jobless and just be waiting with the degrees hanging on the walls. But I mean, on a general note, how do you think Africa can do it differently?
Well, there are three pillars of education that will make Africa to do it differently, and that's what we are pushing at Heritage.
Okay.
Number one, every student that goes to school should entrench himself or herself in entrepreneurship. Okay. Learn to do something with your hands. And as you go through school, make a determination that you are coming out to use these skills to solve problems. You are not going to wait. You don't go to education and then come and sit in the house and wait for anybody. Solve a problem. It can be very difficult, but we teach you how to solve a problem. So I am happy to say that majority of our graduates, not all of them have been employed by other institutions, but they are doing something. Okay. And we are proud of that. That's an achievement that we can't take lightly. The second pillar is professionalization.
Okay.
Whilst you are pursuing your academic degree, try to become a professional, to be certified. And that's what we are pushing. So all our students, the undergraduate and graduate, we try to let you do your professional exam so that by the time you are done with school, either you are almost done or you are left with a couple of papers to be professional. And when you have your academic degree and you are a member of a professional body, your skills are more practical. And so you can help solve the problems better. And the third and not least is the values. The values. African problems need to be solved by people who have positive mental, posture.
Okay.
Knowing that everything can be resolved by us if we put our mind to it, but behaving properly. Take away corruption. Be a person of integrity, and be creative in your minds. Look at problems holistically. Apply yourself. Get them resolved. Hold hands with others. Support each other. These are the three core values the three core pillars that we push: entrepreneurship, professionalization, and good values. That is how Africa can come out of the woods. When the young children of Africa go to school and they are competent, quality education, they really know their fields, and they have good character, good values, and they are professional in the way they do it, Africa will surpass the rest of the world. That is what the other continents have done. Asia. Now when you see children in China, they are using their hands to learn how to fix issues. All right?
Yeah.
That's entrepreneurial, that's creativity. And so they are not just reciting, memorizing, but they are being very practical. And when they finish, they do all the things that we use in Africa, they're fixing it. That's entrepreneurial. Let's fix our own problems. Let's grow the food that we eat. Let's, fix the clothing that we wear. Let's fix our own, let's build our capacity to be able to do the things that we need. That's how we grow economies. And that's what we want heritage education to do.
Okay, so we will go to the lines to interact with those who are following us. But just before we do that, I just want to ask an open question. I know you just spoke about, how we can use education to transform. But if I just ask, a lot of people believe that, in Africa, the issue of poverty, the issue of, even though they know that most of our countries are rich with natural resources, even, human resource, and all of that, but still people think Africans are poor people, Africa is a poor continent and all of that. Why do you think it is like that, and how can we solve that if it is a problem?
So in the midst of abundance, the people are poor. because of ignorance.
Okay.
Okay? So, our ignorance is the reason why we stay in poverty. So, if we want to liberate ourselves from poverty, let's liberate the brain. Let's stay away from ignorance.
Okay.
All right? For lack of knowledge, my people suffer and perish. So, if you have knowledge in this life, there is a better way of doing everything that we do. Everything that we do in life, how to sit, how to walk, how to eat, how to sleep, how to work in the different things. If you know how to do it, you take yourself out of poverty. How to do agriculture, how to do farming properly, how to sell properly, there is a good way of doing everything, and that's education. So when you educate yourself well, and you know, and that's where we come to creativity. If you are creative, you know the excellent way of doing everything that you do, you can't be poor. You will be able to solve your problems. So the surest way of lifting Africa out of poverty is through practical, useful education that informs the heart, the mind, and transform the hand to be able to do. And that's exactly what we are seeking to do at Heritage. We want to transform your heart, transform your brain, and transform your hands to be able to do.
Okay, so yes, we'll now go to the lines. If you are listening to us this morning from wherever part of the country, if you are following us online on OKFM and TV on Facebook, you can call 0777 700 995, 0555 995 995. These are numbers you can call to interact with us on the show this morning. 0777 700 995 and 0555 995 995. So let's go for the first call. Good morning. Oh, you have to stay away.
Good morning.
Morning.
Okay, I listened to the studio guest and I'm very, very much impressed.
Okay.
I call from the angle of the University of Liberia.
Okay, so you have to stay a little bit away from your monitor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it okay now?
Go ahead, sir. It's good.
Okay, I accept that this particular program or his college is just financially driven, but I just got to know that there's no program for education in the field of education. Okay. I can't really already say I stand to be corrected, but it's a kind of studies in education like on the master level.
Okay. Let me give Twilik the chance to respond to that.
Thank you very much. He's right. We have not developed programs in education yet.
Okay.
So the programs we have at the master's level, we have programs in IT, cybersecurity, systems engineering, and then business intelligence and data analytics.
Okay.
We have programs in business, accounting, finance, taxation. We have programs in organizational consulting, development, governance, leadership. We have programs in marketing.
Okay.
All right. And then Christian studies, theology. So we don't have programs undergraduate. We are still developing a few more. Okay. We have the public financial management, the public sector management that I spoke about.
Okay.
At the undergraduate level, we have programs in media, journalism, multimedia technology. We have programs in nursing and midwifery.
Okay.
In fact, they are our popular programs at the undergraduate level. Okay. And we have a state-of-the-art medical lab, for our nurses to train. Very, good, And then we also have programs in business at the undergraduate level, and in computer science, information security, Our law program is coming up, in September. So we are still developing more programs, but we don't have any in education as yet.
Okay, just keep calling 0777700 055 995 995 777 995 and 055 995 995. Someone said Prof. Atwilik is speaking to the truth of the special treatment for Liberians. Yeah, somebody on the live feed said that. He's Tano Jacobs. Yeah, Tano Jacobs said Liberian students get special treatment at Heritage. Yeah.
I'm very intentional about that.
Okay. Yeah, so you can call 077 700 995. This caller right here. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. You're live. Go ahead.
My name is Abraham Walker. And I want to say thank you for your studio guest.
All right. Can you be a little bit audible?
Okay, I said my name is Abraham Walker.
Okay.
And I wanted to say thanks for your studio guest. The program is very exciting.
Okay.
I just wanted to find out if we have program online for first degree.
Online for first degree.
That, they got program online for people who go in for master degrees. And just wanted to find out if they have program for people who will go for the first degree, BSc.
Okay.
In your field.
All right. He will answer that.
Very much.
Okay, thank you. So let's take a couple of calls and then we'll go back to him. Place your call 07777 700 995, and 055 995 995. Yes, the question from that caller, whether people can, also study online for that first degree, the undergraduate programs. So as we take the calls, we'll go back to them to answer. So you can call and ask whatever question you want to ask. Someone was talking about schedule and payment plan. Okay, somebody mentioned that. So probably answer that. Good morning. Oh, okay. That caller slipped off the line. 077 700 995 0555 995 995. These are numbers you can call to form part of the discussion here. So this person asks for schedules and payment plans, so they will answer that later. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm Abraham Blama Isayon, calling from Tarisha Community, Broville.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm listening to the radio. I'm really interested into the discussion.
Mm-hmm.
And I am a visually impaired person, so I cannot be part of this, great university.
Okay, as a visually impaired person, thank you. They will answer you, so just keep following the show. They will answer you. Keep following the show.
All right.
Okay, yes. So 077 700 995. At least we'll take 2 more calls because of time. We have 10 minutes to go, so that we'll give the guests the opportunity to address some of the issues and then provide additional information. Good morning. Good morning. You're very low. Go ahead.
Where is this event taking place? Where is the venue?
So I think just keep following. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead. You're live. Go ahead.
Okay, my name is Kofi Aberuvensi.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm one of the beneficiaries to this program indirectly.
Okay.
So I have an office called KFA Consult, and want to appreciate Dr. Tule for actually bringing this program to Liberia to some extent.
Okay.
So we have a total of 6 of our staff who graduated from that program.
Okay.
And have a master's degree in finance and accounting. And not just that, they have gone so far with the professional programs, which my office also benefits from. So we are happy that Dr. Tulek has introduced this program to Liberia. And I'm encouraging other employers too as well So take advantage of this program so that we build Liberia, not just in the academic side, but professionally as well. So I just thought to make a call and say thank you, Doc, for everything you're doing, and just continue, and God will continue to bless you as well.
Okay. Thank you for joining the conversation.
Thank you.
All right. And someone on the live feed said, thank you, Dr. Tulik. You have been a mentor to many professional Liberians. We appreciate your service. Derek A. Hill says that. Derek, thank you. Let's take this caller right here. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Oh, wow, why you went off? Well, I hope you can call back. It seems that you have interest in this. 0777700 is the number to call. 0555995 and call and participate. Okay, let's take this one. Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning. Go ahead.
Okay, so good morning, Dr. Tuli. Good morning, President Papin Daniels. This is Stanley Jacobs.
Okay.
Yes, I have had a master's degree in Liberia, which was a quite great experience. But the one we had with Christian heritage was more reinforced and very, very rigorous.
Okay.
And as much as a challenge, when you succeed and come out, you not only carrying the degree, but you also feel the weight of what you have achieved.
Okay.
And you are a weapon sharpening to go forward in life. So I want to tell that thank you for the opportunity afforded to Liberia. And I just pray that most of us will take the opportunity while we can. It's not about the money, it's the mind that is prepared to be able to provide, productivity to your country and for your own personal life. So it's a great experience.
Okay.
And I can be a testimony to that. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Jacobs, for joining.
You're welcome.
Okay, so yes, but that actually is very popular in Liberia.
Well, I say I just thank God for that, and it makes me happy that when you providing service, just do it with humility and do it with passion, and that's what we're training many more to do.
Okay.
And I just thank God for that.
All right, so we just have like 6 or let's say 5 minutes to go. So we just give that opportunity to you and the president of LICPA, to conclude with the discussions.
So let me respond to the questions that were raised.
Yeah.
Do we have online or virtual for undergraduate? Not yet.
Okay.
So for the undergraduate programs, the people will have to come over to Accra because it's 4 years.
Okay.
And we want to pay attention to develop the values and to ensure that but because the graduate program is 1 year, it's 12 months.
Okay.
We can afford, and these are mature adults who are working, and so we think that we can do it virtually for 1 year.
Okay.
To build them up more. But for the undergraduate, you need to come to Accra, be on campus, and the experience is very rewarding.
Okay.
Do we have facilities for physically challenged individuals, particularly for the visually impaired? Not yet.
Okay.
We're still building the infrastructure to be able to do that, and so we still don't have the capacity to support our physically challenged, particularly the visually impaired. Then, do we have a schedule of payment? Yes, we are always very flexible to see what works. We can tailor a plan to individuals, to make it more convenient and flexible, for individuals. So we don't ask for all the payment at once.
Okay.
You can give, you can have a plan, and we can work on that plan with you. And I want to thank all those other callers, particularly those who were giving, evidence of what they have experienced. And I want to use that to encourage many more other Liberians to take advantage of the opportunity and see what experience that they can enjoy.
Okay, Mr. President, finally.
Yeah,
for your end.
Mika, thank you. I think I would just like to add that this is an opportunity that we cannot afford to let it slip through. So I'm just asking my colleagues, my Liberian brothers and sisters, to take advantage. Uh, I have personally shared this, information with many of my friends, and I'm encouraging them to
Okay.
also, pursue this path. And I think when the number increase, you will see the difference. You will see your productivity. You see the level of quality, and not only quality, but you serve with character and compassion. And so yes, the program is flexible. Let's take advantage and make the best use out of it, so that we can make Liberia proud. Thank you.
Okay, well, so it was great to have you this morning.
It was great,
Thank you for the
being with you.
opportunity.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, so in 2-3 minutes, we'll be joining State Radio, I understand, where folks from the Central Bank of Liberia will be there live and be relayed here on OKFM. So, yes, we will take a break to be back, but let me try to find Clarence Jackson's popular song. Freedom Fighters. Yeah, Freedom Fighter. That's Clarence Jackson's popular song. Yeah. So we have to play it this morning while we work on the technical stuff to have the okay. Let me see.